but I want to say this. There is in South Africa now, because of the corruption and the misspending and the malfeasance and the failure to deliver on promises, there is now a growing constitutional skepticism. There's a growing constitutional disillusionment. There are even people who say, and academics, law academics who say, we must do away with the Constitution because it's not delivering for the poorest of the poor. Well, a Constitution is an inanimate object. It can't implement itself. It must be implemented mostly by the executive, and that's where the problem lies. Now, to counter that, I've started an initiative which a retired colleague of mine had at the court, which died out. We've started an initiative where we bring young learners from the high schools in the townships. We bring them to the court on every second Saturday of the month. They get a tour of the court because our court is built in a historic site which used to be a prison where Mr. Mandela and Mahatma Gandhi had languished in the prison. And so we bring them there, we show them the court, we show them the precinct, then a judge, usually myself or one of my colleagues, talk about the rule of law and constitutionalism and why is law important and why constitution is important. And then they go to the court's auditorium where the law clerks give them a talk about specific rights, right to education, right to housing, and so on and so on. Just to inculcate with our youngsters the belief that constitutionalism has a future, that the rule of law has a future. Because as we see this global pushback against constitutionalism, we see it, albeit in a slightly different form and for different reasons, in our own country. And we've got to guard against the situation where our children and our youngsters say, well, the Constitution hasn't solved our problem. In fact, it's like the Israelites in the desert longing for the flesh pots of Egypt. Some of them even say now that life was better under apartheid. We never thought that our people would say that, but we know it is because money gets stolen and money gets misspent. But we can't let the Constitution suffer because of the unwillingness, or at best for them, the inability of politicians to execute wonderful policies that flow from that Constitution. And so that's where I want to leave it for now. Thank you.
Well, Stephen.
Can I just say that I'm absolutely humbled by this? I've spoken many times. It was the first standing ovation I've ever had. And some people last night over white wine were trying to twist my arm for the African chapter to get involved there. And I think after this, there's no way I can say no.
Wow. Well, I think there will be so many people who are happy to hear that. But really, Stephen Majiedt, you have really done the hard yards, and it's really an enormous privilege and honour for all of us to be able to hear from you, from your life, from your experiences today. So once again, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you, Rachel, for such a fabulous interview. It's quite bruising, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's quite bruising.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah.
So we will now come back to matters much more prosaic, and we'll have our AGM and Board of Governors. So give us a moment while we get ourselves organised, and we will carry on. But that could not have been a more perfect way to end our meeting.
Thank you very much.
And I am incredibly grateful to you for coming and speaking with us and setting this tone for us to go back to our homes and remember what we do and why we do it. So
can I just say, I wish all of you well. I have great admiration for the passion I see here. This is the second time I'm coming to a gathering of this sort. Certainly not the last time. But family law is much underrated, and yet it lies as the basis of all our entire lives. So keep up the good work, and thank you very much for what you're doing. Thank you.
Now, while we get the stage set up, I've asked, this may have been a mistake, I've asked James Stewart to help me with something. And we all know what happened the last time I asked him to do that. And no, Jill, you're not going to have to pay £3,000 or something for a book, I promise. I've got some shortbread for you. So James is going to spread it around the tables. So you've got no excuses. You're not going to fall asleep. So some shortbread from Scotland, which James is going to manage. And some of you...
Scottish second name.
Right. I give you the authority to delegate this as well to others. So you can give everybody some shortbread. There we go. And also, some of you have asked, some of you have already been of a Rachel Gold Star. I haven't got to you all yet, but everybody still here at this stage definitely deserves a gold star. So I'm going to pass around the gold stars, and you may award yourselves a gold star for your participation. So, oh yeah, so these two have already got a gold star. Right, Juan Francisco. Take one and pass them out. Take that one and pass them out.